Hey,
Hello, everybody.
hold
Um,
on.
Welcome to Focus Activity 10 to 13, Planning an Event. Before we introduce ourselves, comment was put in the beginning. So we want you to introduce yourself, perhaps just say your name, where you're from, and what is your favorite international event.
Yeah.
That can be literally anything, even if we don't know what it is. Tell
You
us
can explain it to us.
exactly. Tell us, and if we do know it, cool, we'll interact. And if we don't, describe it, explain it like Sahar said. Sahar, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. So, my name is Sahar. I was born in San Francisco. Originally, I'm from Iran. I've lived in Italy for 15 years in Andria, Vicenza, Verona, and now Bologna. I study at the University of Bologna political sciences. And now I live in Bologna for now.
Yes, but she's not directly in Bologna. At the moment,
No,
she's in
in Pianura
Cento.
Padana, in the middle of the
No,
Pianura
she's in
Padana.
Cento. She's closer to me.
Exactly. We're like neighbors.
We are by 15 kilometers.
Yeah.
and and I'm Joanna. I come from South Africa, from Cape Town, South Africa. My name is a bit strange. It's Joanna, because I have a Portuguese father and a German mother. And I live in a small town just on the outside of Bologna, more in the countryside. And yeah, I've been in Italy for 3 years now, and Sahar and I are both teachers from Bologna Mille. So if you're also a student from Bologna Mille and you're watching, say hello. Hopefully we recognize your names. And yeah, so remember, guys, if you would like, just comment at the bottom your name, where you're from, and what your favorite international event is.
Yep.
So, what is your favorite international event?
It's not exactly international, but we can. Oh, it's fine anyway. It's the Iranian New Year's Eve that is New Year's that is called Nowruz, and it's on the 21st of March every year.
Oh, soon.
Yeah, it's next week.
Could you explain it to us? What is it about?
It's a very ancient celebration that we had even before Islam. It's a Zoroastrian tradition. Zoroastrian is a religion that came before Islam in the country, and we keep on having the same tradition because the 21st of March is the first day of spring. So it's very philosophical. The first day of spring means the beginning of life.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Wow. That is, I really like that. I didn't know that's why you do it, and I didn't
Yeah,
even
and
know
it's
there was a.
not like in all the rest of the world that it happens at midnight. It actually depends on the year. It always changes. The hour always changes. It can be
So,
at 3 p.m. Yeah.
what time did it start this year?
I don't know. I haven't checked it yet. I
I
can
think you
check.
need to find out.
Sorry?
I'll be thinking one that day. I think you need to find out. So we
Yeah.
have, yeah. Cinzia says, "Hi, lovely teachers." That's very sweet, Cinzia. Cinzia Passerini is a student at
Yes, she's
Bologna
our
Mille.
student. Hi.
Yeah, we know her really well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we have one from Rosanna. Sahar, would you like to read?
I'm Rosanna and I'm connected from Rome. It means, you mean you're watching us from Rome?
Yeah, so you're watching us, as in you're connected via from Rome. But if that is the case, that's pretty cool. International here or national.
Oh, I love
And
Rome.
oh yes. Rosanna says yes.
So you're watching us from Rome.
Perfect. Then we have one from Lina.
Oh,
Hello,
Milan.
I am in Milan. Wow, that is pretty cool. I haven't been to Milan.
What? You haven't been to Milan yet?
I know, disappointing. There are many cities and towns that I still need to visit. But I'm not going anywhere, so I have all the time in the world.
Rosanna asks us the correct expression. You're watching us from Rome, I believe.
Yeah. You're watching, or you're tuning in from Rome.
Yeah, tuning in.
That's a nice one. New word.
It's a YouTube vocabulary.
Well, considering we're using YouTube, but don't you think it's fitting? It's tuning in.
Perfectly fitting. Also, Mirko is from Rome.
Hi, Mirko, and welcome.
Hi.
Awesome. So we've got a good following so far. So yes, guys, if you're only tuning in now, you're watching. You're welcome, Rosanna. Leave your name, where you're from, and your favorite international event.
Exactly. Joe, what about you?
To be 100% honest, I don't really have a favorite international event. Like, I'm really interested in many different things. So if they're having events for that particular thing, then I like it. Then I'm interested. I will follow it or attend it, or just keep in touch or keep up to date with it.
Is there a famous event in South Africa that it's very dear for the citizens? For the citizens of South Africa?
We have a national event. It is called Mandela Day because, as many people know, Nelson Mandela was our president, the famous Nelson Mandela, the hero.
The hero.
During a yes. So we have an event that is called Mandela Day, which what we do for 60 minutes every single day, we help the people in need. So we will do a good deed. So perhaps we will, for 60 minutes, make food for people less privileged than us.
Wow.
We will spend the day in the orphanage. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, every year I'm not too sure, the day also changes. I think it could be the day he was born, or probably the day he passed away. And so we do that out of the generosity as being good human beings, and just because it's what would Mandela do, sort of thing.
By the way, I checked for the Iranian New Year's. This year is at 5 a.m.
5 a.m. super early.
Yeah.
Sahar, I will wake you up at 5 a.m. I'm phoning
Oh yeah,
you.
no, we put the alarms at the time in which there's gonna be the New Year's, so we can actually celebrate it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. If I'm awake, I'm celebrating it with you too.
Right.
All right, perfect. Rosanna's got a nice one. Sahar, would you mind reading?
Sure. My favorite international event? Probably it's a TED Talk. I love this format. In the past, I had also worked for the first independent event of TEDx Matera as a member team. I also volunteered at TEDx in Verona.
I have no idea what TEDx is.
It's basically, I think she said it correctly. It's a format. It's a place. And it actually is everywhere in the world. Every city, it's called TEDx Verona, TEDx Bologna. And it's a place where people that have academic past, very good academic influence, have conferences about everything, all kinds of topics.
I've watched a couple of the TED Talks on YouTube. They're quite informative.
Those are the ones. TEDx is more independent.
Yeah.
I feel as though I think I understood well. So TEDx is a more independent, while the TED Talks are like where it all started from.
And the one that you did in Verona, what was the topic? Was there
the topics change. It can be about anything. Last year, when I participated, was one of the most interesting ones. Was a young boy who was studying medicine, who discovered a very interesting sort of cure for the heart. And it was basically it was very interesting. He also received a Medal of Honor from the President of the Republic
of the United States.
No, of Italy, because he's Italian.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, yeah, he was 18, I think. 18. 19 maybe, and studying medicine like so fast. Wow.
That's great, though. We need more people like him. Keep doing a good job. So as you know, we're gonna go through the objectives now, but majority of it is we are speaking
very good. Rosanna explained it even better than I did. It's an event dedicated to the ideas that can change the world, and speakers have to talk not for over 18 minutes to share their ideas.
Wow.
Their ideas.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's enlightening, the ideas that come out of the TED Talks.
Yeah. So Sahar said a nice word. It's enlightening, which is similar to the first word that I said. It's informative. Informative. It gives us light. It gives us information, things that we need. So enlightening is synonymous with informative.
As I'm a history lover. In English, we say the Enlightenment years. Basically, it's the Enlightenment years, isn't it? The Age of Enlightenment.
Are we in the Age of Enlightenment?
No. There was a time between the 17th century and the 19th century, and that was the Age of Enlightenment.
I don't know much about it, but from what you're just saying now, that's the part where they were being informed.
Exactly. They started studying, they started being informed, and we reached the level, sort of reached the beginning of where we are now.
Okay, so that's in terms of when they started learning about the wheel, and then it came to this, like in terms of science and physics and...
Yeah.
Oh, that's
exactly.
I'm going to write that down. The Age of Enlightenment.
Yeah. In Italian, if anyone is interested, is Illuminismo.
Yes. So if you want to inform yourself there and enlighten yourself, Google that.
Enlighten yourself, exactly.
All right. We're on to talk about our objectives for this focus. So planning an event. In this focus activity, talking about international events, planning and promoting an event. All right. It's hard.
So, do you follow any international events? If so, which ones? Which events do you follow in your country, city? Have you ever participated in or organized a big event? What happened? How are events advertised in your city?
Perfect. So I think you and I have basically said that...
about the first one.
Yes. But I think to follow an event is very different to celebrate an event. So when we celebrate an event, it's something we attend. I think maybe it's more part of our culture and the things that we do. It's a habit for me. It's like a party.
Yeah.
Where to follow any international events. Perhaps you never attended the event, but you're keeping up to date with the information, like the Oscars, for
Yeah.
example. I never attended the Oscars, but I like to read about who won. You like reading about that, the gossip column.
Oh God, yeah. But only
I
about
like
my favorite actors, which is basically
only
DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. That's it. I don't care about the rest.
Well, lately they've been in the news for really a lot of things, especially in terms of Oscars and like different news awards and things. And it's really interesting to watch them. So, especially Brad Pitt lately.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's a comedian.
He has reached another peak.
And he's still beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. And you guys, which international events do you follow? If so, comment in the comment section which ones you do. There are, like I said before, there are so many. Even if we don't know them, just leave a comment for the ones that you do.
Yeah.
It's a hard. Considering, you get to choose. Do we choose Iran or do we choose Italy?
I would choose Iran.
Okay, tell us. With regards to Iran, which events do you follow in Iran or in your city Tehran?
Yeah. Well, now that I don't live there anymore, so I can't really participate. I follow it from here, from Italy. One event that I also very like is I like it because it has it reminds me of my childhood. We remember the date in which one of the imams died. So we have 12, or religiously speaking, I'm not very good, but 12 imams.
How would we spell
And
imam? Imam is IMAAM.
IMAM.
Okay. An imam would be a Muslim priest.
Yeah. And we give a more spiritual importance to them.
Yeah.
So one of them, who's Hussein, was killed by the Sunnis, and he was starved to death, he and his family. So to remember this and not forget what happened, we commemorate this event by donating food to people. The same in South Africa.
Yeah.
So basically, I have this childhood memory in which because it's not only for poor people, this goes for everyone. There are few houses that make a lot of Iranian food, and you just stand in line and go get your share, and it's called the Nazri.
The Nazri. It's such a nice way to do it. So Sahar said a really cool word. The word is to commemorate. Commemorate is to celebrate in remembrance of someone who has died or passed away. So we generally have like more of a celebration to commemorate someone.
Yeah.
Like she said for the Imam, and I said before to commemorate Nelson Mandela. We have the 60 minutes of good things. So Sahar, you said you participated in or organized a big event.
It was quite big, the one of the TEDx Verona.
How many people do you think were there?
I don't know. God, because it was a big 3-day event. A lot of new people arrived, because when you buy a ticket, you can buy it for the whole 3 days or just one day. Yeah. So thousands of people.
I can imagine.
It was
so cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of people, because there were also very nice conferences, and Yeah, that's it. And also a lot of advertisement.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can imagine. So Rosanna, she made a comment, and Rosanna said,
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately, in our cities, there are advertised only events cancelled or postponed. Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's happening at the moment. But have hope that normality will come back and we will have wonderful events all together again.
Exactly.
I'm hoping that if I'm in Rome ever again, you can take me to an event.
Mm-hmm. And the best events in Italy are always in summer, so we still have time.
Yeah, have hope, guys. All right.
At the
Mhm.
at the Arena di Verona, for example, they have the operas, yeah, opera singers in summer, which is basically Verdi's performance. No, not performances, Verdi's plays. So, like Aida, Turandot. These are kind of like operas.
My face is like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, never mind.
I have been a social loner here in Italy for a very long time. I am only now learning about a lot of things. I've also never been to Verona yet, Sahar, so I need.
That's bad.
Yeah, I need to eventually go there. Seeing as you come from there, you can be my tour guide.
Oh, I love being the tour guide. I'm not I'm not even being sarcastic. I love being the tour guide.
I take you up on that.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you're following, if you're commenting, please don't disappear. Tell us if you've ever participated in or organized a very big event here in Italy, or maybe not in Italy, but maybe in a different country.
What about you, Joe?
No. Other than Mandela Day that happens, I've attended concerts, if that counts. We have different events in South Africa. Like we have specific marathons and we have runs. Like we have the one thing called the color run. If I'm correct, of breast cancer.
Okay.
Yeah, people get dressed up and they run, and then at the end they get to throw colored sand, chalk at each other. At the end of the day, you have purple, blue all over. The color run is very beautiful.
Have you participated in the color run?
I have before. I have participated. Happens every year, so there's more than one chance to go. So yeah, I recommend if you ever go to South Africa and you're ever in time for the color run, attend it.
That's beautiful. I've seen the pictures, but I've never. I mean, I wasn't in South Africa, but I think that I saw it also in other countries, maybe.
What, the color run?
Yeah,
definitely. It's very international. I think there was a color run here, to be honest, in Italy, in Ferrara. I think last year, 2019, but I missed it.
Oh, okay.
If it's here again and things are back to normal, guys, go to the color run.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's go to the next slide. All right. Sahar.
Oh, what do you know about these international events? The Oscars, Carnival of Venice, Venice Biennale. I would say Biennale. Well, how would you pronounce it? Biennale?
Yeah, no.
It's Biennale.
Vienna. Yeah, Biennale. Can't change it now.
The Olympics, the World Cup, and the Festival of San Fermin.
I don't know what the Festival of San Fermin is at all.
It happens. It happens in Spain, in Pamplona. Yeah, and it's basically Oh, how can I describe this? It
I don't
happens.
know.
It happens every year in July, and it's basically just a traditional Spanish event.
That really
I
sounds.
think it's the one with tomatoes.
I don't know that. You can see I've been living under a rock. Guys, the
No.
expression living under a rock means you have no idea what's happening, and you haven't been really involved in society. You're not really involved.
Well, in this case, in the Spanish society, in the Spanish society.
I think in society in general, because I don't know this one. Can be all of the societies. So, guys, what do you know about these national events?
If you know anything about the festival of San Fermin, except for the fact that it's only in Spain, in Pamplona, and it's religious, if it's San Fermin.
Yes. If you know anything about any of these international events,
Let
please
us know.
please comment it. Yeah. Lena says maybe there are bulls in the festival of San Fermin, as in bullfighting.
Yeah, maybe she means the bullfighting.
Yeah, bullfighting.
Yeah, she's correct. It regards bullfighting and fireworks.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Usually there, she says usually there are problems with the bulls. Yeah. So Lena, when the bull is running towards the red cape, we call those in English bullfighting with the matador, and yeah, it's not the nicest thing to see. And I don't want to think of it. Now, yeah, it's good to know that is the festival of San Fermin. What about the World Cup? South Africa.
Oh my God.
The World Cup in 2010. So if you attended the South African World Cup, the soccer World Cup, comment it below. Also consider there are different types of World Cup. Like there's also the Rugby World Cup, and I love rugby very much. It's a typical sport from South Africa.
Yeah.
South Africa just won the Rugby World Cup. We beat England.
Rugby. I remember you were very happy about it, but
I was so
I like it's the kind of sport that I don't follow, but good for you guys.
I was ecstatic, and to be ecstatic means to be extremely happy. Almost like over the moon. I was happy when we beat England. I'm sorry, Alexander. Okay, guys. So yes, if you know any of the other ones, please feel free to comment. I don't know much about the Venice. I'm going to call it the Biennale.
It's a film festival like Cannes.
Oh, like the Cannes Festival in France.
Yeah. It's a film festival with all the actors and actresses that arrive on a boat. Yeah.
Okay, but would it only be for Italian actors and actresses?
No, international. It's very similar to the Festival of Cannes. It's like any movie. It's like any movie festival.
But I think that the Cannes movie festivals are also for specific movies. In terms of, I feel like that sentence was very wrong. The Cannes Festival of Movies is for specific movies. Like I know it's also for short movies and short plays that are not in the cinema.
I don't know. Like I know that the Venice festival. Oh no, sorry, no, I'm sorry. It's not the Venice film festival. The Biennale is the museum, not the museum, the temporary museum that they have in Venice. I'm sorry.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I was like, I got confused because I was thinking about the Oscars, but actually, the Biennale is a kind of, I would say, like museum, but it's just temporary museum that it's in Venice, and every year the topic changes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that could be something interesting. I'm going to definitely Google that at the end because I
Sorry about that, guys, but also like the Venice Film Festival is another international event.
It is. It is.
Mhm.
What about the Olympics? So the Olympics are supposed to be held this year. Comment in the comment section if you know which country is supposed to host the Summer Olympics.
Do you know?
I do know who is
Okay,
supposed
so I
to.
can't tell you.
No, I know. So yes, guys, who is hosting the Summer Olympics? Also, how long or how many years do we have to wait to celebrate or to participate in the Olympics? How long the duration?
I don't know that.
Oh, I can't give you the answer now. I've just asked them. Who is hosting the Summer Olympics? I'm going to put this out as a question online. Who is hosting the Summer Olympics? Which country? All right. So, also, at the bottom, we have 3 questions. Who goes to these events? How are they advertised? And are they exclusive or easy to partake in them within your country? If you have any response to that with regards to these events, comment them below. Gerardo says Japan.
And it's correct, right?
Applause. This is a round of applause. No, you clap for hard like this. You start and you go in a circle. A round of applause.
A round of applause.
Yes. Yes, you're correct, Gerardo. The country is Japan.
How many years though we have to wait from one Olympics to the next?
How do I question that? When in years?
How often?
Good job. How often are the Summer Olympics? I want you to give me the response in years. In years. Right. If no one gives it to you, Sahar, I'm going to give you the answer.
Yeah, please, because I can't live in a world and not know this fact.
I hope someone's commented. I love the Olympics. Because I always feel like when I watch it that I could be there. Good job. Gerardo said 4 years, like invernal Olympics. But do we call it invernal?
It's actually winter.
Oh,
the winter.
The Winter Olympics. So you did a direct translation there from Italian into English, but we would call it the Winter Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are 100% correct. Considering we're talking about the Olympics, let me get to the next one. Which country was the first to host the Olympics? Which country? Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.
All right. So which country was the first to host the Olympics? It's not as easy as you think. Athens. So in English, Sahar, how would we say this word?
Athens.
Yeah. So that
With
is also
S.
Yes. Athens is not the country though. Athens
you wanted the city?
Yeah, I wanted the country.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was like, Greece, exactly. But did it happen in Athens?
I
Or
think
it
it,
was it? Yeah, yeah, it
or was
definitely
it?
happened.
No, I think it was in the stadium in Athens. Though I
Yes.
could be wrong, but
Oh,
yeah.
no, no,
So,
no. It was in Olympia. That's why. That's why it's called Olympics.
are you sure?
The first modern Olympics was held in Athens, but the ancient games were staged in Olympia.
I have no idea. I just know Greece is the first country. You're making me want to Google now. I want to Google all of the information about the Olympics.
Mhm.
All
No, it's like
right.
the modern ones are in. Well, we should consider the modern ones. So Athens is the correct answer. But my favorite event is the Oscars, personally,
Tell us, Sahar, why is it your favorite event?
because I love watching movies. It's my favorite thing to do, and
Mm-hmm.
I always place my bets everywhere. Like I think who I watch the movies of the candidates, and I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure this person is gonna win. But then, of course, I'm not gonna wake up in the middle of the night to actually watch it because the time zone is different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So in this, you follow it.
I follow it exactly. No, I
Yeah,
can't attend it, unfortunately.
unfortunately not. So you keep up to date, or you follow the results of the Oscars.
Yeah.
I love to watch the Oscars for two reasons. One, to see what they wore,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
two,
Yeah.
to see everyone's face of disappointment when they lose.
But they are very diplomatic about it, especially DiCaprio. He's lost so many times. He's just
But he did win, didn't he, eventually?
like a few years ago for a movie that he was great, but he was even better in many other movies. I don't
With
understand
what
why
was,
he
was
The
it
Revenant.
I thought so.
The Revenant. He just ate raw fish. It's basically sushi.
Yeah, but wasn't he like predominantly by himself in that
Yeah.
movie? That could be a reason.
Yeah. But have
It's
you
like
like
Tom Hanks,
the
not
Wolf of
Tom.
Wall
Yeah, Tom.
Street?
That was amazing as well. He did a really good job there. But maybe this showed more. I don't know. Either way, DiCaprio won.
And we're happy for him.
We're super. All right, guys. Let us continue. Sahar, do you mind reading everything but leave the blanks?
Everything.
Everything.
Match the event with its description. So choices: seasonal, TV, film, convention, beer, football. Then the Super Bowl, the BAFTA Awards, a premiere, Comic Con, Oktoberfest, Fashion Week. American Beep Championship. British Awards for Film and Beep. An opening event for a new BIP, entertainment and comic BIP, the world's largest BIP festival, a week where fashion designers present their BIP work.
Awesome. Thank you. Good job and good pronunciation.
For BIP?
Yeah. I'd say beep.
Beep.
Beep. But then it sounds like I'm swearing. So blank or gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you're watching right now, you could use it as a competition, and whoever writes it down first
is ultimately the winner. So of course you're going to use the words in red next to choices and fill in the gaps. So for example, one, the Super Bowl American championship. If you know the answer, comment.
Lena already did everything.
Again, she took the words right out of my mouth. Good job, Lena. Good job.
So let's check.
So the Super Bowl is an American Lena says football championship. Let's check. She is correct.
Mm-hmm.
We have two. The BAFTA Awards is the British Awards for film, and Sahara, you want to do a drum roll? And television.
It's okay. It didn't show, so I had to continue.
Yes, I was reading Lena's response first.
No.
Then we get
Yeah.
a premiere.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Read for me. Sorry.
Oh, should I read an opening event for a new film?
Let's check. Good job, Lena. So
Good job.
Comic-Con. Entertainment and comic. Lena says convention. Let's check if it's
Convention.
All right, Sahar, could you read number 5?
The world's largest beer festival.
Excellent.
God.
And last but not least, Fashion Week. A week where fashion designers present their seasonal.
I'm sorry, I forgot to drum roll. Seasonal.
I've asked for a drum roll as well.
Have you been to the Oktoberfest ever?
I have been to the Oktoberfest in Stuttgart, which, or English, Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
I can't pronounce
Stuttgart.
the word properly. In Stuttgart. Reason being, guys, I speak German, so it came out very German. It wasn't the one in Munich, but it was just as good. It was just as good. Have you ever been to Oktoberfest?
No, unfortunately not. But it's
ever been
in my bucket list.
Italy?
Sorry?
Have you ever been to an Oktoberfest in Italy?
Oh, I don't know. Because if it's an Oktoberfest, it's an Oktoberfest and you have to go to Germany.
You are really correct, 100%.
But Italian beer is also good.
Yes, Italian beer is good. I have no problem with it. But of course, beer originates from Germany, and we're better to celebrate Oktoberfest.
Irish people are dying right now after what you said.
Irish people, I don't think they created beer. I think they created Guinness, which is a malt. Yeah. If I'm not wrong, the Irish created Guinness. It's like a beer, but it's more of an iron taste, and it's got an acquired taste. Also, guys, when I talk about acquired, like an acquired taste, it's a taste or something you need to get used to, or you need to get accustomed to. For example, if you don't drink wine on a daily basis, you need to get acquired to it. You need to get used to the bitter taste of wine. All right.
Sounds like a movie, The Bitter Taste of Wine. Actually, a book, The Bitter Taste of Wine.
I think it could be a book. If anyone's a writer, you're more than welcome to use it. TM. I've trademarked it. You can buy it from me. All right. Yes. Have you ever been to like a Comic-Con, like a comic convention?
No, but when I was a teenager, I would dress up a lot. As in, like, for the most famous Comic Con here in Italy is Lucca Comics. And basically, you dress up as your favorite character and you go to the Comic Con. But there are also like other options, smaller options in and out of Italy. Mine was just to dress up during Halloween. So
I like to watch the Comic Con, but I have like no fantasy and no creativity or anything. So I just like to look at it. I went to, I think it was Luca Comics, but I think it was in Modena at this stage. I met the Iron Man impersonator. He really, really looked like Iron Man.
They
like
do.
Robert
They're
Downey.
very good.
Yeah. So you've seen him before.
Yeah, no, I've seen like the pictures.
He
Like
really
they
looked
look. They
like
really look.
he doesn't
They
look
do a
like
good job.
exactly like Tony Stark. I took a picture with him. He looks like Robert Downey.
Once, I think it was Halloween. Someone dressed up as the Wolverine,
Yeah.
and the Wolverine is what I die for. I love him. I love the X-Man. So basically, I was just like, oh my god, can you please just wow. I was so excited.
Keep it in. That's when we talk about Fashion Week, guys, which city does Fashion Week come from, or where is Fashion Week usually? I can think of 3 places.
I can think of
2 places. So where does Fashion Week take place? That is the question that I want you to answer. I think of 3, but I could be incorrect. I could be really wrong. Where do you think it takes place?
Cape Town,
Sahar?
Johannesburg.
Cape Town and Johannesburg.
What's
2
another
major.
big city in South Africa?
We have a few.
Oh,
Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban.
Durban.
All along, there's different ones. But no, not from South Africa. Lena says that Fashion Week comes from Milan. I think she's correct in this. I think it does definitely maybe originate from Milan, but I think that Fashion Week is also in 2 other places. I don't know if you agree with me, Sahar, but I think it also is in Paris.
Yeah, I think I was also thinking Paris, but then the other city?
New York.
Really, New York?
Yeah, good. There we are. Cinzia's got
London.
it. There's the New York Fashion Week and
Fashion
Week too. Yeah, good job, Cinzia, and good job, Lena. All right. I could be wrong, but they do have their own. Maybe it's different from American style to European style. I don't necessarily know.
Okay.
All right. So we have not long left. I think we're going to leave it here, Sahar.
What about the BAFTA awards?
Yeah. Do you watch the BAFTA awards?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. The Oscars are the awards I give the most importance to because, like, they also the film industry gives more importance to the Oscars. But it's British awards, TV and movies that are British.
I think it's consideration, maybe not only the Brits, maybe it takes into consideration film and TV in general. Or maybe that could be the difference between the 2. The BAFTA is for the British and the Oscars are for the American.
Oscars, though. Oh god, Oscars have a different category for foreign movies. I don't know if the BAFTA does as well.
All right. So guys, for homework, perhaps find out the difference. This is your homework. What is the difference between the BAFTAs and the Oscars? And read it in English.
Yeah.
Test your
skills. Google it in English.
Yeah. This is also interesting, and I'm going to leave it off here because we're running out of time. The Super Bowl. Remember, the Super Bowl is American football, and it's referring to the one where they've got
big shoulders,
big uniform, and they've got protection gear. It's like rugby, but with a helmet.
I know 2 people who play American football, and like apart from the fact that the uniform itself is gigantic because they need to protect their body from the outside, but even the people who play American football are big, like full of muscles.
Yeah, they need to
You can get
focus.
hurt.
Yeah. So yes. So if you're interested as well, go look what the Super Bowl is. Read up about that. The history from that is awesome too. And this is where we're going to leave you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday evening and keep watching us. Okay, we will be back.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye, guys.